he wants to see me in the big shows one day, and he wants to get all that stuff, like all the autographs and everything.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 18th episode of the Underrated Podcast, the podcast where we talk to you about sports and rant about a bunch of stuff that we think should be ranted about. Matthew can't be here, which is okay because we still do have a special guest. He is a left defenseman for the Whippy Wildcats minor midget AAA team, and he is the new member of the Owen Sound Attack. Taos Jordan, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Anytime.
So, obviously, this is a big moment in your career, being drafted to an OHL team. How has the last few weeks been for you?
For me, it's been stressful. So I've been talking to some of my coaches about how to prepare for the training camp that's obviously coming up in August. And yeah, for right now, I've been just training and just getting prepared for that.
And is there a specific type of player, is there a player that you would say that the Owen Sound Attack are retrieving, of you? Like, what type of player are they getting?
They're getting a very aggressive player who's like a 200-foot player, moves the puck quickly, has good mobility, and can put lots of points on the board, as well as set up other players.
And you don't usually see a lot of points coming from defensemen. And is that something that you are also going to bring to the table? Like, you're going to be a defenseman that scores, you're going to get points, you're going to get assists, goals, just contributing to the team?
For sure. I'm a big playmaker, and I love always playing team first. So I'm more of a big assist guy, but when I can, I'll step up in the play and get some points.
And we've also seen, or I have seen on Instagram, like different teams doing different interviews with the draftees of the season. Like we've seen Will Moore, who might be coming on the podcast later, with the Kingston Frontenacs. I think he was drafted in round 11, and he's done the stuff for Instagram, maybe like IGTV or like YouTube interviews. Have you done that? Had they approached you with that?
Not yet. I think they are getting to me in a couple weeks about that, but yeah, not yet.
And is there any player that you see yourself basing your style of play off? Like, is there a mentor that you see that you've been following your entire life?
Yeah, I've been watching Ryan Ellis a lot because he moves the puck quickly. As he's also 200-foot player, puts lots of points on the board, and what I've been seeing, he has really good mobility.
And is that like a player that you've always been following? Like maybe your favorite team is like, is there a favorite?
Right now, I don't really have a favorite team. I've been just looking at so I've been watching the Toronto Maple Leafs a lot, because my dad's a huge fan. But I don't really have a favorite team right now. But I just watch from it, their mistakes or their good plays, and try to use it into my game to make me better.
So you watch the game, right? Maybe to improve. So maybe is there a player that you focus on maybe defense on the Leafs? Could you watch them a bit more?
There's not really one specific player I watch because I'm always watching what everybody does, right? So I'm watching corner drills or something they do in the corner that good puck movement and man in the offensive zone and stuff. So yeah.
So now moving forward kind of to your minor hockey career, which is going into, semi-professional team, is there a time that you can take us back in your minor hockey career where you thought that the OHL was your next step?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd say probably when I played for Whippy, actually, last year, because last year I turned it on, right, and I felt like the bigger person by, leading the team, showing them right for wrong, and, using everything I have in my game to improve myself as well as my teammates. So that's when I knew I was ready for the next level, and I wanted to compete harder and just have a better time than in the minors.
And was that state of mind you were coming back to it because you also played for Central Ontario the year before? Was that also something you were kind of looking towards?
Yeah, I came back to Whitby because I knew lots of kids on the team, such as Nolan Collins, or yeah, Nolan Collins, Andrew Ballantyne, and like a bunch of the guys that go to my high school. So yeah, I was like a good fan of all of them, and yeah, I love the coaches there, and yeah, that's why I want to come back.
And is there maybe something that that you've seen, like maybe a strength that you have that you, other than a 200-foot player, and there's something missing from your game that you want to improve on or gain in the future?
What I really want to improve in is my speed. Like I'm a pretty fast skater, so you want to be a fast player. That's what I'm trying to achieve by like working out all leg stuff and yeah, like strength conditioning and all that. Yeah.
And so far in your career, who have been your major influences? Who people that are pushing you to be the best you can be?
Um, most like yeah, my dad is usually hard on me, like making sure I'm working out every day because he wants to see me there, and as well as my brother Dane because he wants to see me in the big shows one day, and he wants to get all that stuff, like all the autographs and everything. So yeah,
Is that what you're going to work towards now? Like you have the inspiration of maybe your brother who wants to see you in maybe the NHL one day.
yeah, for sure. He's been a big part of my hockey career so far because he's been every game, and yeah, always cheering me on.
And is that something big that you're like, well, this is why I got to keep trying. Like this is why
Yeah,
I'm not ever gonna give up.
yeah. I play for my family, not only for me.
And that's awesome. Either way, is there maybe something that you're looking towards off of the not really like looking other than the OHL? Like yeah, you're looking other than the OHL. Is something else you're looking towards other than the OHL, NHL, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
school's a big part of my like life, so I'm usually like look always making sure my school's like first, other than hockey, and yeah, just making sure like school's a priority, and yeah, just getting everything done.
All right, that is awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. We had a few minutes just to talk to you about your career. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
on.
awesome for having me. Thank you.
We'll eventually have you back on soon.
Awesome, thank you.